Welcome to Travel with a Plan.
Wonders of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Costa Rica, the wild jewel of Central America, a land where volcanoes breathe fire, forests hum with life, and two oceans crash against golden shores. Here, nature doesn't whisper, it shouts. Scarlet macaws blaze through emerald canopies, waterfalls carve silver threads into ancient jungle walls, and quiet mountain towns rise like poetry against cloud-kissed peaks. Every horizon feels alive. Every sound reminds you that this country is more than a destination. It is a heartbeat.
Today, Travel with a Plan invites you on a journey through Costa Rica's most breathtaking wonders. From fierce landscapes where nature rules without compromise to timeless towns framed in mountain light, we will uncover the soul of a country where the word pura vida is not just a saying, but a way of life.
This is Wonders of Costa Rica. Let's begin. Arenal Volcano.
Costa Rica is a land where every horizon explodes with life. To begin our journey, we'll explore 7 natural treasures that reveal the heart of this wild paradise. Rising boldly from the northern lowlands, Arenal Volcano is nature's monument to fire and stone. Its near-perfect cone looms high, framed by dense rainforests glowing in morning light. Clouds drift across its dark slopes, carrying the memory of eruptions that once shaped the land. Today, the volcano stands dormant, yet alive in spirit, a constant reminder of Costa Rica's volcanic energy, timeless and untamed.
La Fortuna Waterfall.
Not far from Arenal, the jungle splits open to reveal La Fortuna Waterfall. Here, a silver curtain of water crashes 70 meters into a hidden canyon, churning into emerald pools embraced by ferns and orchids. The roar of the falls collides with the hum of the rainforest, creating a symphony of sound and mist. It's a place where the raw power of nature meets the delicate artistry of life.
Monteverde Cloud Forest.
High in the mountains lies the mystical Monteverde Cloud Forest, as mist curls like breath around ancient trees, mosses, and vines intertwine into surreal living sculptures. Scarlet tanagers flash red in the haze, while howler monkeys call across the canopy. In Monteverde, altitude and moisture meet to create a world suspended in dream, a forest literally built from clouds.
Manuel Antonio National Park, Pacific Coast.
On the Pacific shore, Manuel Antonio National Park reveals the masterpiece of land and ocean in harmony. White sands arch between emerald headlands, while forests tumble directly into turquoise waves. Sloths hang lazily above the trails, capuchin monkeys leap between branches, and scarlet crabs scuttle across the sand. Here, Costa Rica's wild rainforests touch the sea, and every inch feels alive with motion.
Boaz Volcano Crater.
Closer to the Central Valley lies the otherworldly Boaz Volcano. From above, its steaming blue crater lake looks like a portal into Earth's core. Clouds of sulfur rise and drift across the barren rocks, contrasting sharply with the lush green hills surrounding it. To look into Boaz is to stare into the Earth's heartbeat, raw, restless, alive. Tortuguero Canals, Caribbean coast. On the opposite shore, the Caribbean whispers through the Tortuguero Canals, known as Costa Rica's Little Amazon. Here, mirrored waters weave through dense jungle corridors alive with herons, caimans, and monkeys. At dawn, the canals glow gold as sunlight filters through mist, and sometimes green sea turtles creep ashore on quiet beaches beyond, continuing a cycle as ancient as the sea itself. Rio Celeste, Tenorio Volcano National Park.
Deep within Tenorio National Park, a river transforms into legend, the Rio Celeste, a surreal turquoise stream that locals say was painted by the gods themselves. Its color is caused by volcanic minerals meeting rushing waters, turning every pool and cascade into liquid sapphire. At the heart of it all, the Rio Celeste waterfall plunges from jungle cliffs, a vision so vibrant it seems unreal, even as it surges before your eyes. From volcanoes and waterfalls to jungles that breathe mist and rivers that glow like jewels, Costa Rica's first wonders remind us, here, nature is not a backdrop, it is the star of the story.
Corcovado National Park, Osa Peninsula. Costa Rica always shifts the view, from roaring volcanoes to silent valleys, from river trails to highland sanctuaries. In this chapter, 7 more wonders reveal why this land is one of Earth's most extraordinary natural theaters. On the remote Osa Peninsula lies Corcovado National Park, often called the most biologically intense place on Earth. Its rainforest is massive, unbroken, alive with mystery. Jaguars still roam unseen, scarlet macaws cry from the canopy, and rivers cut wild paths to the Pacific. From the coastline, waves thunder against untouched beaches fringed by palms, a reminder that this is Costa Rica at its most raw and primal. Irazu Volcano. The Central Highlands hold the hauntingly beautiful Irazu Volcano, Costa Rica's highest peak. From its summit, you can stand above a turquoise crater lake while clouds drift beneath your feet. On clear mornings, the rare sight appears. You can glimpse both the Pacific and the Caribbean at once, a world stretched from ocean to ocean.
Guanacaste Volcanic Region, Rincón de la Vieja. In the northwestern province of Guanacaste lies Rincón de la Vieja National Park, a place where the earth breathes and boils. Fumaroles hiss with white steam, hot springs bubble quietly in forest clearings, and mud pots burst in volcanic rhythm. Above it all, the volcano stands as both guardian and creator, feeding the rivers and forests around it. It's a landscape of contrast, life thriving at the edge of fire.
Cocos Island, Isla del Coco.
Far out in the Pacific rests Cocos Island, a remote wonder steeped in myth. Lush rainforests tumble down to rocky cliffs where waterfalls spill directly into the ocean. Known for its marine life, this uninhabited sanctuary is alive with hammerhead sharks, dolphins, and sea turtles in the surrounding waters. Standing here feels like stepping into a lost world, preserved for nature alone.
Nicoya Peninsula Coastline, Pacific beaches and cliffs. The Nicoya Peninsula is a paradise where time feels slower. Wide beaches stretch endlessly, kissed by turquoise surf and golden sunset light. Rocky points jut into the Pacific, framed by rolling hills covered in tropical dry forest. It's not only beauty. Nicoya is one of the world's blue zones, places where people live the longest.
perhaps inspired by the rhythms of sea and sun.
Celeste Valley and rainforest canopies, Donorio. Beyond its rivers and waterfalls, Tenorio Volcano National Park opens into the Celeste Valley, where rainforest canopies stretch like oceans of green. Mist drifts above giant ceiba trees, rivers cut through deep ravines, and the calls of howler monkeys echo like thunder through the valleys. It is the pure voice of Costa Rica's rainforest, ancient and endless. San Jose National Theater, cultural plus natural setting. And within the country's beating capital, history rises in harmony with nature at San Jose's National Theater. This architectural jewel, built in the 19th century, stands proudly against the backdrop of highland landscapes. Its ornate stone and ironwork tell one story, while the surrounding Central Valley Mountains whisper another, reminding us that Costa Rica's beauty is not only wild, but cultural, rooted in place and time. From steaming volcanoes to untouched islands, from endless coasts to hidden valleys, and even in its cities framed by mountains, Costa Rica's wonders expand. They tell us beauty here is everywhere, waiting at every horizon. Montezuma Waterfalls, Nicoya Peninsula. Costa Rica is more than a destination. It is a living landscape where rivers carve stories, peaks touch the sky, and coastlines stretch into eternity. Our next 7 wonders reveal the country's vibrant heart, where nature creates miracles every day. On the southern edge of the Nicoya Peninsula, Montezuma Waterfalls crash in a series of 3 magnificent tiers, the tallest plunging nearly 80 feet into tranquil jungle pools. Sunlight refracts in the mist, creating rainbows above stones polished by centuries of rushing water. The forest here hums with cicadas, monkeys leap across treetops, and vines curl along rock walls like living ropes. It is a place of both drama and serenity, untamed yet deeply inviting. Barra Honda Caves National Park. Beneath the Guanacaste landscape, stone carries another story in the depths of Barra Honda Caves National Park. Trails lead to caverns carved across millions of years, their halls filled with stalactites and stalagmites shaped in surreal formations. When sunlight penetrates narrow cracks, the caves become ethereal, glowing cathedrals sculpted by time. Above ground, dry tropical forests teem with wildlife, linking Earth's silence below with Costa Rica's thriving ecosystems above. Playa Conchal, Pacific North. In northern Guanacaste, Playa Conchal dazzles with a brilliance unlike any other. The shoreline gleams white, not with sand, but with millions of tiny crushed seashells that shimmer under Caribbean blue waters. Waves lap rhythmically, creating a soothing cadence as the horizon stretches endlessly. Palms sway gently on the shore, and every detail declares this is tropical paradise made real. Turrialba Volcano Ruins and Highlands. Northeast of the Central Valley, the slopes of Turrialba Volcano hold layers of history. Mist swirls through fertile farmlands powered by volcanic soil, while ancient ruins, such as Guayobo, lie hidden in nearby valleys. Life thrives between destruction and renewal. Forests cloak older lava flows, and craters breathe softly into the sky. It is a powerful reflection of Costa Rica itself, life born from fire, nourished into green abundance. Orosi Valley, colonial town and highlands. Peace lives in the Orosi Valley, where hills roll gently into fertile plains cut by rivers, and colonial history rests quietly within nature's embrace. Here stands the Iglesia de San José de Orosi, Costa Rica's oldest church still in use, its whitewashed walls glowing under mountain skies. From its steps, the valley unfolds, a symphony of forests, rivers, and distant peaks, proving how seamlessly history and nature intertwine. Vida National Park, Caribbean coast. On the Caribbean coast, Cahuita National Park stretches like a dream. Endless beaches curve beneath coconut palms, while jungles press right up to the shoreline, alive with howler monkeys overhead. Just offshore, coral reefs unfold beneath the surface, glowing with tropical fish and marine life. It's a rare meeting: rainforest, reef, and beach in one continuous ecosystem, proof of Costa Rica's endless natural variety. Lake Arenal, highland lake and volcano backdrop. At Costa Rica's northern heart lies Lake Arenal, shimmering beneath the shadow of the great volcano. The lake stretches vast and glimmering, reflecting skies that change from fiery dawn to hushed dusk. Winds whip across its surface, feeding energy to turbines, while forests slope to its shores, alive with wildlife. And above it all, Arenal stands a sentinel, stony, eternal, mirrored perfectly in the waters below. Waterfalls, reefs, volcanoes, valleys, beaches, and lakes. Costa Rica reveals itself as a country with no single face, but countless wonders woven together into one unforgettable land. Llanos de Cortés Waterfall, Guanacaste. Costa Rica sings with many voices: the thunder of waterfalls, the hush of valleys, the crash of waves, and the whispers of forests. In this chapter, we discover 7 more wonders, each one capturing the spirit of pura vida in a different form. Hidden in Guanacaste, the Llanos de Cortés waterfall descends like a shimmering veil. Its wide curtain of water pours into a tranquil pool, surrounded by lush jungle where dragonflies circle in the mist. The sound is powerful yet peaceful, a force of nature that feels both commanding and nurturing, like the pulse of Costa Rica's endless rivers. Miravalles Volcano Geothermal Fields. At Miravalles Volcano, the earth breathes visibly. Steam vents and bubbling thermal springs rise amid green highlands, a natural reminder of the volcanic power beneath Costa Rica's skin. Villages around the volcano thrive from this geothermal gift, drawing both energy and life from the warmth below. It is a landscape where the boundary between surface and underworld feels fleeting. Sarapiquí River, Northern Lowlands. The Sarapiquí River carves a vein of green across the northern lowlands, slow and reflective in some stretches, fast and roaring in others. It carries not only water, but life itself. Rainforest canopies lean close over its surface, and flashes of blue morpho butterflies flicker along the banks. The river is more than scenery. It is connection,
a highway of life flowing from deep jungle to quiet valley.
Playa Hermosa, Pacific North.
On Guanacaste's Pacific coast, Playa Hermosa stretches golden beneath sunlit skies, framed by forested volcanic hills. Waves roll gently toward the shore, painting smooth silver as daylight fades. Its beauty is simple, timeless, an example of Costa Rica's ability to blend grandeur and calm in a single frame.
Tapandi Cloud Forest, Orosi Region.
Tucked into the highlands of Cartago lies the Tapanti Cloud Forest, a lush sanctuary of mist and green. The forest is dense, dripping with moss and ferns, every branch softened by endless rainfall. Rivers thread through valleys where shafts of light break through the fog, illuminating fleeting visions of paradise. It is solitude defined, ancient, eternal, alive. Playa Negra, Caribbean coast. On the Caribbean shore, Playa Negra glistens in contrast, a black sand beach formed from volcanic minerals, glowing brilliantly under afternoon sun. The lush green jungle that borders it gives way to sand as dark as midnight, while turquoise water shimmers in the distance. This striking clash of colors is Costa Rica's artistry. One landscape, many identities. Talamanca Mountains, Indigenous Heartland. The Talamanca Mountains rise in powerful silence along Costa Rica's southern spine. Here, peaks touch the clouds and valleys remain isolated, preserved much as they have for centuries. Indigenous communities like the Bribri and Cabecar still care for this land, their traditions echoing across ridges and rivers. The Talamanca remind us that Costa Rica is not only a paradise of nature, but also a sanctuary of heritage and spirit. From waterfalls to black sands, rivers to cloud forests, beaches to mountains, Costa Rica expands its palette of wonders, each one a different note in the song of pura vida. And so, our journey through Costa Rica's first 28 wonders reaches its close. We have walked beneath the shadow of sleeping volcanoes, felt the mist of cascading waterfalls, wandered through cloud forests woven with silver fog, and traced rivers that carry life from jungle to sea. We have stood on glowing white shell beaches, explored Caribbean reefs alive with color, and gazed upon valleys where history and nature breathe as one.
These are not just places, but pieces of Costa Rica's soul, eternal and untamed. Yet this story is far from finished. Ahead lie even more peaks, more rivers, more coasts, and more marvels that will deepen the truth of pura vida.
For now, the sun sets across Costa Rica's horizons. But remember, the wonders here never truly end. They wait, alive and timeless, for your footsteps to return.